Hello, this is Lynn from Dispatch in Manitowoc County. Can I help you, please? Hi, this is Deb. I'm down here in Florida with the PD, and I'm looking for a Mr. I believe it's King Crack. Well, he is busy right now on another call, I believe. What is this pertaining to, ma'am? Well, we're having quite a problem down here in Florida. We're trying to locate, as most people know, Brian Laundrie. We're in the reserve there, and we're not having any luck. We're in about 2.9 mil, and not sure how to resolve this. We're looking just for a little help. You guys, from my understanding, it was a Mr. I think his name was Ken Craps. Was he the DA at the time? Well, yeah, he was the DA. I can check and see if he's in. If you hold one moment, please. Hello? Yes, Mr. Kratz. We have a woman named, I think she said Debbie, down there in Florida with that laundry case, and they're having problems with trying to resolve it, and the perception of the public's getting out of hand, and they're getting overwhelmed, and I don't know. She just wants to talk to you, I guess. I couldn't tell you why. Well, I could talk to her. Is she sound nice? Does she sound pretty? Um, I'm not sure, sir. I'll transfer her. Thank you. Hello, ma'am, Lady Debbie. Are you still there? Uh, yes, this is Deb. I'm in Florida with the PD. Yeah, he'll talk to you. I'll ring you over. Thank you. You. Hello. This is Crack, Sweaty Crack. May I help you? Yes, hello. This is Deb down in Florida with the PD, and we've been kind of doing a little research how things like this go down when it's at this level, and we need help with the perception of the public. And I've been instructed to give you a ring and see if you could give us some guidance, Mr. Sweaty Crack. Well, yeah, we did it a little different. Like hindsight, I think. Okay, so we went with the bones, but no teeth in our case, and that still got us in a pickle. Like, what's the deal, pickle? You know. So I would. Where did you say you was from? I am from Florida, sir. Oh, I like your voice. Yeah. Oh, so what I'd say is maybe get some teeth and just use animal bones because that's all you need. If you just throw some teeth around and get you somebody like our Pammy girl who can find it real quick and just get it resolved. That's what we recommend. Um, does that That's all I could say. I mean, it's perception of the public, and basically, you could probably avoid the jury if you just got some teeth and animal bones. Like we may have should have done that. Well, I want to thank you, Mr. Sweaty Crack, and appreciate your time. Well, you have a lovely voice. Are are you wanting to maybe? Are you saying you like me? You would like to go out for some coffee? I mean, your voice is turning me on, to be honest. Welcome to your blackout. Your screen is black intentionally. This is so you can do your own research. Not everything I say is fact. In fact, some of it is my own darn opinion. But I appreciate that you tune in and we work this out together because this laundry case, has me absolutely stepping sideways in the way that I can see some similarities to the Halbach case. So let's get together and let's spend a few minutes just talking about where we are in the Petito-Laundrie case. Is there truly enough evidence to secure my belief that Brian Laundrie is in fact deceased? That's what I have a question about. The fact that the bones that they have found are inconclusive and provide nothing tells me there's a problem, because we know from working in the Stephen Avery case that there is technology that can be done to those bones that will provide the exact DNA. The bones aren't given away, and they're right there. So all it takes is finding out. Now, these bones were not burned. These are just normal human bones. And could that body have actually decomposed in water that quickly? The next question we're going to be talking about is, why didn't the dogs pick up the scent of the body as the dogs went past that area several times? And yes, everything floats within 3 to 4 days, even weighted bodies. So let's dig in. When I think back to the Halbach case, I think of how the cousin to the victim, Pam Strom, went into 3,900 acres and found in 39,000 cars the exact car within 15 minutes that she was supposed to find, allegedly the victim's car. We've always questioned how that is even possible. And then here comes the Laundrie case, and we have Christopher and Roberta Laundrie going in after weeks of the FBI, special ops, drones, and special equipment tallying well up to possibly even $3 million, not being able to locate anything on Brian. And his mother and father walk directly in, and in 45 minutes make a direct turn, a 90-degree angle turn. The father, after telling the media to push back and making a complaint so that all the media has to be 100 yards back, right? And then he finds the dry bag, which isn't dry at all. It has a notebook in it. We'll come back to that. In that find, it leads directly to Brian Laundrie's teeth and some bones. How is it that with our technology to be able to go into these forest fires with such calcined bones being able to be put through electronical DNA tests to find out those bones that have been deteriorated to almost ash, who those bones are a match to with extreme precision? Yet the FBI is sitting on bones found with Brian Laundrie's teeth, and they're inconclusive. Why? How could they possibly be inconclusive? We have the mother and the father right there. There's mitochondrial DNA. Get a subpoena to find out if this is truly the person of interest in the Gabby Petito case, if this is their remains or not. I mean, the other side of the coin is just never know. And if it truly isn't his bones, if that's just simply his teeth, and he now has a beautiful set of implants, we have possibly a killer on the loose. And isn't it funny how we're getting all these bodies piling up along the trail of this van life for Brian Laundrie? We're ending up in the Teton Mountains again with not only one found dead body, but several other bodies are turning up. And we still haven't disconnected Brian from being a suspect by the omission of the actual private eye in the Crystal, Turner, and Kylan Schulte case. So I think it's worth them really digging into those bones, if you will. Or are they pulling the state of Wisconsin animal bone thing here to basically resolve an issue that's getting out of hand with the perception of the public? And for those of you that are wondering, would the Laundries go that far? If you're questioning that, I'll remind you, Brian Laundrie possibly murdered Gabby, but he did in fact return with not only her van, but her credit cards to his parents' home, who then refused to answer Gabby's family in any way, only gave their lawyer card, did not work with police. And we have those quick little 911 calls coming from their house before Gabby is even reported missing that seem to get resolved. So you know the Petitos were really frantic in trying to find their beautiful girl. How much heart did the Laundries have at that time? What are they willing to do to protect their son? Well, what do you know? Truth Train is right on time. And so I consulted Matt Viscalis, forensic scientist, certified Latin print examiner, and in 2007 he presented this. On land should cause faster decomposition. Sunlight, warmth, humidity, and bugs will all assist decomposition of a body. Even in dry air, a body will decompose, but more mummification as the fluids dry and the skin shrinks around the skeleton, turning black-brown. But during that time, insects will land, flies will lay eggs, and the larvae, maggots, will start eating the soft, rotten flesh, creating an awful, bubbling, wet mouth noise. You put a cadaver under a light electric heating blanket, and you will see some incredible speed decomposition, as is found often in homes of elderly who live alone. Underground, the body will be cooler, where there will be less oxygen exposure, though the body may remain wetter and, quote, rot more than above ground, where the decomposition fluids can evaporate. The idea that air and water lack the important ingredients is flawed. The bacteria to begin decomposition already resides inside you, and as the cells break down and the life energy is removed, the natural process begins. If it is in the winter, however, no matter where the body decomposition will slow to a crawl, if below freezing. In water, the skin will soften and, quote, deglove, as in peel itself off of the body, will eventually completely saturate with fluid. But if left to itself, not eaten by fish or other water creatures, will remain intact for quite some time. Obviously, the colder the water, the longer it will take. Currents will assist in the decomposition, as the moving water will pull at whatever loose pieces are present. So, unless animals or fish creatures get at the body, the cadaver would remain intact for quite some time. Very interesting, correct? Even if we get past that question of if the body could decompose that quickly, we all know from studying true crime, real murders, the body fills with gases that causes it to float to the surface within 3 to 6 days, depending on temperature, the body decomposure, the health, the fat of the body content, and so forth. So with the dogs trained to find 60 feet underwater going past that area, how are they missing this? Even if they didn't go every day, they sure as heck went past that area and searched that area so many times. Underwater or not, we're talking 4 to 6 feet. How is that even possible? It just isn't in most dog handlers' opinions. It would be chance that just could not be perceived. The body would have released odors that humans would have detected in the area most likely, let alone trained dogs that can smell cancer, that you can go 60 feet down underwater and find something that the dog is telling you is there, and it's there. I just can't buy it. The dogs don't lie. There's no way the dogs miss this. Now, okay, we're supposed to swallow a new perspective that the body can decompose that quickly down to nothing but bones, that it decomposed so thoroughly that the dogs couldn't even pick up a scent. So what would have caused the body to decompose at that level, but would leave the leaky dry bag with the notebook intact and salvageable? Hello, what? Hello. Yes, could I speak to Sweaty Butt Crack there in Manitowoc? Come on, you guys. We know better than this, right? We've learned something about this. I think we're about to have a whole new wave of truthers in the Laundrie case. Let's get real. You can call me a conspiracy theorist if you would like. Conspiracy means a secret plan by a group to do something unlawful or harmful. Hey, I am what I am. I am a conspiracy theorist. I do believe that there are groups of people doing unlawful acts. I absolutely guarantee it. And if you don't believe that, that is your choice. If Brian Laundrie is dead, why are his media accounts, his social media accounts, still being updated from time to time? I kind of wonder, at what point did Brian just say, hey, I love you guys, I'm out of here, right? To his parents. Because really, the only thing we have is the parents on the 13th saying they saw Brian acting that way. So then the only other time that I know of him being documented is by the campers down in Lake DeSoto. They got a snapshot, like a candid shot of their family, and in the background, someone appears to be Brian. And then the only other person that we have is, again, family. That's his sister Cassie, saying she talked to him there and had s'mores. Before that, who really saw Brian drive that van back? Who really saw Brian in Florida at all? That wasn't family. Well, that's enough for this week to think on. I just wanted to say, I love you all to the moon and back, and you're welcome to come over with me on 1111 Tarot. You may not believe in tarot, but hey, you could give it a try. You might get to enjoy it. You might find it fascinating. I love you guys to the moon and back. God bless you all.